Hi yogis, and welcome to Zen with Jen. My name is Jennifer Coffey. In this video, we're going to do a brief breakdown of a single yoga pose to help you in the future when I or anyone else references it. Because of course, as with any pose, we have different modifications that we can take for different levels of flexibility or balance or experience. In this video, we're going to cover what's called tree pose. It looks like this, but it also looks like this. There are different levels, different modifications for tree pose. But let's actually think about the meaning, the symbolism behind it. In our last video, we did mountain pose, and we're actually going to start there for tree pose. When we think about mountain pose, it's grounded, it's foundational, it's solid, and it also aspires towards the sky. We have similar references in tree pose, but let's think about it in the context of its name. When we think of a tree, we think of something that's very rooted to the ground, very strong, but also something that can move with the wind, with the weather, with change. In other words, it's strong and it's flexible at the same time. And so are you. So let's start our tree pose by coming into that grounded mountain position, right? Where both feet are flat on the mat. We think about the four corners of our feet and having all of those planted firmly on the ground. Our feet are just below our hip level and our hands are at our side. Shoulders back, chest proud, imagining almost like there's a string coming out of the top of the crown of our head pulling us up towards the sky. Only now we're going to shift into one leg. I'll use my right, you can do the same or choose left. We're going to shift our weight over there and bring our left foot towards our right leg. Now, the position that I'm showing you is tree pose. I know we're used to seeing it very different online and in videos. We'll do that one too. But if you're just starting out exploring balance poses, this might be plenty for you. If you want to add a little bit more balance, you can just go to the big toe. Or you can bring your foot closer to the ankle, putting the whole sole of your foot on the ankle, or raising it up to the middle of the calf. Now our next level of balance is not here. We don't want to put our foot against our knee. That puts undue pressure on the knee. So our next level of tree pose, and this is where a lot of us use our hand to guide that leg up, is to bring the bottom of our foot to the inside of our thigh. Now it's here where a lot of folks start to kick their hip out. Not only does that throw off your balance, it puts pressure in places we don't want it. So let's bring that balance together, imagining the hip of the standing leg dialing down. By the way, did you notice that? Me coming out of the pose? That's yoga too. Anytime you lose that balance and you come back to your foundation, your body is learning. So let's come back into our tree pose. Align our hips. Bring that bent knee back towards your back to open the hips up. And now let's play with where our hands are. And notice the word play. This is about having fun. We can put our hands in prayer position, keep them down by our sides, or grow our branches tall, like a tree. Now, if you really want to play with your balance, in any of these positions, you can close your eyes. When I close my eyes, I all but guarantee you I will come out of the pose. There we go. And that's the beautiful thing about playing with your balance. You reach that level where you just go over the edge, and then you come back to that level of foundation. So let's take it from the top. Mountain pose, solid on the ground. I'm going to come to the other side this time. Beginning here. You can even put a chair next to you if you want additional balance to support. Hand on a wall is fine. You might want to close your eyes right here and play with the balance. Maybe coming up a little bit higher or coming all the way in and putting our hands where we like. When you come and grow your branches, you might feel inspired to look up to the ceiling as though you're reaching for the sky, growing every time you come into the pose. And that is your tree pose, friends. Grow tall, be strong, but flexible at the same time. Namaste.